The sea was calm, but Japan stood on the edge of a blade. The Mongols had burned their way across Tsushima and Iki, leaving horror in their wake. Now, they faced their true objective, the shores of Kyushu. But the samurai were waiting, bloodied, outnumbered, yet unbroken. What followed at Hakata Bay would become the first great clash between two military worlds, and the start of a storm that would shake both heaven and earth. After the fall of Iki, the Mongol fleet set sail for Chikuzen province, the gateway to the mainland. Their target, Hakata Bay, a vital port near the administrative center of decisive. Warnings arrived ahead of the fleet, delivered by survivors from Iki and the remnants of Kyushu's border defenses. Hojo Tokimune, Shikan of the Kamakura shogunate, had already ordered warriors from across western Japan to assemble at Hakata. Though coordination was poor and reinforcements scattered, the local Gokunin rallied. The defensive plan was simple: engage the Mongols at the shoreline and keep them from establishing a beachhead. The Mongols landed on November 19, 1274, unleashing overwhelming firepower. Drums thundered, rockets lit the skies. Chinese and Korean foot soldiers advanced in tight formations, while mounted Mongol archers rained arrows from behind. The samurai, following traditions of individual combat, rode out one by one, calling for duels. But the Mongols didn't play by those rules. They advanced as a unit, cutting down lone riders with brutal efficiency. It was the first time the Japanese had seen gunpowder weapons, small bombs, grenades, and smoke projectiles that stunned horses and disoriented men. The battlefield turned into chaos. Horses bolted. Warriors were blown apart. The Mongols pressed forward. But the Japanese were learning. After the initial shock, group-based fighting began to emerge. Samurai archers formed ranks, and foot soldiers moved to intercept Mongol columns. Fighting centered around Hakata Bay, where the beaches narrowed and terrain favored the defenders. Shōni Kagesuke, one of the few high-ranking commanders from the region, led a fierce resistance near the port. His men, many of them veterans from earlier skirmishes, launched flanking attacks against Mongol supply lines, slowing their momentum. The Mongols burned the town of Hakata, but couldn't push inland. As dusk fell, the invaders withdrew to their ships, planning to regroup for a second assault the next day. It never came. That night, the sea turned. A sudden typhoon, later revered as the kamikaze or divine wind, rolled into Hakata Bay. Anchored Mongol ships, tightly clustered in unfamiliar waters, were battered by wind and waves. Many were destroyed outright. Others ran aground. Japanese small craft harassed survivors as they floundered in the surf. With casualties mounting and no secure foothold, the Mongol generals gave the order to retreat. After barely a week of fighting, the mighty Yuan expedition, backed by the wealth of China and the ambition of Kublai Khan, was gone. The first Mongol invasion of 1274, thwarted by the divine wind, left an indelible mark on Japan. It cemented the belief that Japan was a land protected by the gods, fostering a strong sense of national destiny and spiritual invincibility. Militarily, it forced the samurai to acknowledge the need for collective tactics, improved fortifications, and the development of more effective responses to foreign invasion. While the direct threat receded, the experience spurred a period of intense preparation for a feared second invasion, which indeed came in 1281. In the next chapter, we enter the interwar years, where politics, faith, and fear reshaped Japan. Comment below, like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Or don't. Thanks for watching.